So hey guys, did you know Hakumen has like 2 supers? Because if someone tried to tell you he only has 1 super, they're probably not wrong. But hey, let's talk about Mugen for a minute. Hey, did you know that Mugen kinda sucks in this version because originally it was just some dumb combo super and then they gave everything SMP, so now it's like, not very good. Because you're just gonna keep hitting SMP and shit. I can't combo. Yeah, well, it does have some other uses that people probably don't know about. The obvious thing everyone knows about, you know, you pop Mugen, you pop Overdrive. I have Infinite Overdrive on, so now Mugen is frozen, and you get to stay in Mugen as long as you want. But Omex, why the fuck would you want to stay in Mugen? That's a pretty good question. But, let's pretend you want to. Okay, so, first off, you get a really cool thing, like glow that falls behind you. A couple of your moves work differently in Mugen, the frame data and the hit effect chain. Tsubaki gives you a long enough follow-up, so you can just do that. Holy shit, 4K, that's pretty great. Like, I didn't have to give a fuck right there, it was great. Let's see. Agito and, what is it? Enma always acts as if you got a counter hit, and on Fatal, or not Fatal, I'm sorry, on an actual counter hit, I think it's even longer gross combo. What is it? Agito always bounces. Same sort of scenario. That's some of the most immediate changes that people know about. It does change combo root stuff, so instead of, what is it? Not only that, but Agito does not have SMP, so you can use it to bounce in your combos constantly, like so. Oops, I think I have to let it go longer. Something like, I don't remember the exact order how you want to do that, whatever. Yeah, you get the idea. Oops. So, you know, the only issue is this mode changes your combo rate to be utter trash garbage. You cannot convert very well off of any of these things, no matter how hard. And if you hit with the sword part of your super, that means that you are going to immediately end Mugen. RIP. Let's see here. Like, let's just compare off of this. What's a good example? I was never good at this combo route. Apologies. Yeah, look at this. With Zantetsu, I just hit like 2K. That's pretty bad. But there's still some uses for it. The other obvious thing that people know about in this mode now is, what is it? The projectile part of your super does 3K. Outside of OD, well, sorry, in OD, the fucking, what is it called? Reppuken. You get a Reppuken added to your sword super. And that Reppuken does 3K. Look at that damage, it's gross. And you can also just keep doing this because you've got infinite meter. It adds up really quickly, and you can actually do 100% on Tager if you get a counter hit on him standing with decent enough OD and low health. It's hilarious, because you can just keep doing that over and over and over, and you keep amping up the damage. And the last hit, you hit with the sword, you get lots of minimum damage, and you're going to get 12K easy. So, or sorry, well, 120K? Whatever. So that's pretty much all anyone knows about it. Nobody really wants to use it because it's kind of sucks. You lose all of your meter once you're done. You know, you have to burn your OD to make it genuinely useful. Lowers your damage, so some confirms are going to be super trashy, etc., etc. But I'm going to talk about some of the super cool things you can actually do with this. The first thing that people probably don't know about. I'm going to go full screen. I'm going to do Mugen. I'm going to do OD. And you're going to shit a brick. Because you're going to be like, hey, you know, Hakumen's neutral isn't always fun. You gotta chase someone, you gotta be all hop, hop. Oh, I'm dash jumping. Oh no, I got hit by a fireball. What am I doing? I hate Kokonoe. Yeah, well, they did this cool thing. You know Hakumen's command dash? It's a cool command dash. After five frames in, there's 9 frames of body, head, and projectile invincibility, which basically means you go through everything not a low. You block an Azrael 5B, you do the command dash, and his 5BB will whiff, and you just question what you're doing with your life. In Mugen, though, oh, the command dash is great. 2 command dashes, and you are instantly on someone from full screen. I'm not even joking, and you still have that invuln. Look at that. That's disgusting. Most people don't know about this, as far as I know. I mean, hey, check this out. Let's see, max range 4C. Look at that. You cannot actually confirm off of max range 4C normally. Oh, that wasn't max range. Nope. However, oh god. You will... Even when cancelled, this increases the range that you move forward on screen. A lot of people underestimate how useful this command dash is, especially for 1 meter, and in Mugen, in OD Mugen, you can just do this all day, and they just gotta deal with it. You're dashing through all of their pokes, barring lows, and just laughing. That's the first reason why you'd want to use this super. Even though, like I said, it makes some of your Abare and your confirms way worse, do not underestimate being able to just go literally half screen with a partially invulnerable dash. The other thing I want to bring up is, and I apologize, there will be some execution errors here. Okay, I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna set Kokonoe to guard all. So, you know, Hakumen has this limitation. He can only chain into things once per chain, or he can only chain into each of his moves once per string. You know, I just tried to cancel into Zantetsu. You can't do it. I'm gonna cancel into Renka. There, I did it because I used the command dash, but that's still not that useful. You know, that means he could just go ham, going like full mix-up retard mode in Mugen, because he can just burn meter. His Abare is going to be worse, but he could just do it, in theory, if it wasn't for stuff like this. I mean, hey, Agito is way more annoying in this because you always get the counter hit, whether they were hitting a button or not. Excuse me. Well, there's a trick to this. You know, everyone would love to just be able to do Renka Gurren, Renka Gurren, Renka Gurren, and then just randomly throw a Zantetsu in, and everyone's like, I don't know what's going on, I hate my life, because you could have cancelled either the Gurren or the Renka into a Zantetsu, or even the second hit of a Renka into a Zantetsu. Even though there's always going to be leaving a gap, that's going to freak people out, because if they just try to up back, or if they just try to mash, they don't know when to mash. You could leave a good gap in there, and in OD, you get to combo fully off of your counters. I'm so sorry, my buttons are not bound. Please ignore those. You know, just in case anyone forgot. Whoopsie. You get that good old bounce that I assume was in the older versions. I didn't play older Blazblues, I'm sorry. And even though your bar is less, you're still going to be getting an easy 3k. So, you say, okay, Omex, why are you bothering to make this video? Well, here's this really cool thing. You know how I said you can't cancel shit into itself again? Oh, watch this. Whoopsie. Oh god, I just did Renka twice. But Omex, you said that that dash, I mean, it's okay, but you're going to be leaving a bigger gap. People are always going to be able to get out. Yeah, well, if you... you know that cool thing you do where you jump cancel and then hit OD so you never actually jump and get a full OD? Well, do that with Hakumen Chain, so you can just do Zantetsu all goddamn day. Oopsie. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Oopsie. I'm not very good at this game, guys. There, see? 2 Zantetsus in a row. That's still going to leave some gaps in your pressure. People are still going to be able to up back and mash some things, but the beauty of this is, you can just be a real bitch with this. Also, people are not actually going to be ready for this mix-up, because even though I'm making this video and, like, trying to bring light to this, nobody's actually going to listen. Like, nobody ever listens to tutorials and shit like this. So, what you can do is, you can just infinitely string between the dash, uppercut, and Renka, which, if I remember correctly, is a true block string. And after that, you can cancel at any time into Zantetsu. You can jump cancel your dash uppercut into Tsubaki. Tsubaki being the most devastating thing. Just saying again, like, without an actual optimized combo, you hit 4k. Nobody wants to get hit with that much off of an overhead that Hakumen can just go nuts. So, is Mugen worth using? Sort of. You know, it's matchup specific. If you're fighting a character that's laming it out versus Hakumen, you need to get in, and you need to get, like, 1 or 2 more confirms. It doesn't matter how much health they are. I mean, A, this gives you this. Fuck. Well, you get the idea. You're gonna get that, which is the most hilarious neutral tool of all time, and on air counter hit, it will wall slam all the way to you. But aside from that, if you get in with this dash that people are not ready for, like, look at this. Nobody's ready to keep a Hakumen out that can do that. You're going, like, You're gonna go in, you're gonna get either a hit with that, because they weren't expecting you to get in so fast, or you're gonna force them to block, and then you're gonna go into these block strings. You know, a lot of people are going to boot up training mode and say, yo, I can block this free. Yo, Hakumen sucks. His only good trait is the damage, but try doing that in tournament. Try getting to, like, top 32, and then somebody has never seen this tech before, and you just pop this shit, and you do it. They knew about it anyway? Well, do this anyway, and under tourney nerves, they're gonna get hit. You're gonna get at least one hit. If you actually practice, because the jump cancel off this into, like, renka and whatnot is not the easiest thing in the world. But if you actually practice this, you're gonna be able to open someone up. They're not gonna be able to perfectly block this. They're gonna get freaked out. This can easily get you a game, and, you know, anybody who's been playing in tournaments long enough knows that having a, like, this is almost not a gimmick. The fact of how harsh it is for you to waste your Mugen makes it still a gimmick, but the fact that this is almost not a gimmick, you can scum out a whole game with this. Like, you can definitely get at least enough confirms to do 4K, upwards to 6 or 7K, because even the worst confirms you get, comboing into super will get at least 4K, even on the worst confirm. You're guaranteed 4K off any hit. Good hits will go up to 7, 8K easy. So this is definitely something you can look into. Obviously, you should work on actual fundamentals and not something that requires you to have 8 stars and low health for OD to last more than 2 seconds. But hey guys, I guess Hakumen has 2 supers or something. Don't use Mugen anyway. Hey, it's something.